Sure, this sounds completely legitimate. If you will take up on this, you will get your papers for your freedom, and the 500 gold will go directly to the orphanage. And in the honor of whoever you want it to be in the honor of. Who do you serve? Absolutely. And he snaps his fingers. He kind of raises his hand and goes snap snap, and the gate opens and 2 guards escort you out, and now you're standing outside of the prison cell, and the guards kind of are on either side of you. And he looks over at Sheila. You there. Would you take my offer? Of course, you'll get a full pardon. 500 gold pieces. All you have to do is go up on the mountain to the temple and retrieve the family heirloom. Simple. Sure. Awesome. And he snaps his fingers. The guards open up, and Sheila comes out. She has 2 guards around her. He goes to Alidra. He doesn't know your name, but he goes to you and he says, yeah. And he says, you there. Will you take me on my offer? A full pardon for your crimes, for your heinous crimes. And 500 gold. Absolutely. The gate opens, 2 guards. So now you guys are, there's a lot of guards in here now. 2 guards around you. He walks over to Adram. You there. You, sir. Will you take this simple quest? Adram, are you there? Oh. Excellent. And he's so excited, and he snaps his fingers. 2 guards escort you out, and you're standing there. He walks over to Alanis. You, dear, will you take up this simple quest for your full pardon and your freedom and 500 gold? Just go up on the mountain, retrieve a family heirloom, quick, and you're done. Yes. You know that you were arrested for a crime that you didn't commit. You know you're innocent. And you don't exactly know what's going to happen to you, but you weren't taken. You're aware that you were not taken to a normal prison. These guards that you see are clearly Waterdeep guards. I mean, they're it's not not like they're faking or anything. But you are not in a prison that you assess that you are in a prison that is unknown. Even without any kind of role, you can assess that you're kind of in sort of like a secret prison that they probably put the worst of the worst for, crime. You know what I mean? They're not, second prison, solitary confinement. Like you're in the worst. So yeah, you feel that you're getting railroaded. Like whoever threw you in here, you did not commit the crime. You were getting railroaded, and so you fear, yeah. Yeah. So he opens the gate, or the guards open the gate. 2 guards escort you out, and he comes over to Desi. You, what a mighty looking adventurer you are. Will you come to give this quest a success? Yeah, absolutely. You assess that he is telling you the truth. He does intend to actually give you a full pardon. You assess that he will, you don't feel that he won't give you the gold. Like he does in fact have the money to give you the gold, that he will give you the pardon, that he does need you to go on this quest. You do sense that there's something more, like there's something more to this, there's just something more going on. You do believe that he's telling you the truth and what he's offering, but you believe it's just not as simple as going up to a temple and grabbing a family heirloom. Okay, so this is Desi, right? So yeah, you do believe you're going to get free and you're going to get the gold if you do it. You believe that's going to happen. Excellent, excellent. He looks at you like, go get the heirloom and come and have your papers and your gold. And he walks over to Orko. You there. It looks like we have a good group. I know that it will be successful, but if we could have just one more, then I know that success is guaranteed. Would you take up this offer? And then he looks at you and he actually, his one mustache that kind of got crooked, he curls that back so now it's in the proper place. And he goes, so, is that a yes? Excellent, 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 excellent. And he claps his hands together and he motions a guard and you guys come out and so as you guys do that, you see another group of guards coming down and they have your equipment, your armament, your weapons, everything, whatever you had is all being handed you guys, and you guys are escorted to the manor, to this Lander Stormwind's manor. This is now later in the evening. You would be going on your quest the next day, and Fernando Castellon is there as y'all at the banquet table, and you have just all the food you could want. I mean, just anything you want is being brought. You guys are being treated like royalty, and Fernando comes up to you and he says, "Now, before you go to bed for the evening, I want to make sure you understand exactly what it is you need to do. Up on the mountain, there is a temple, and inside the temple, you will see a pedestal. On this pedestal is the sword with the crest of the family Stormwind, and this has been lost, and it needs to be retrieved. And this is all you have to do. You go up the mountain to the temple, you retrieve this, and you bring it back here." And then this whole time he's been kind of flamboyant and kind of cheerful in his talk, but now he leans over to the table and he puts both arms down on the table and kind of gazes at you guys, and he says, "However, no, if you cross me and you do not complete your mission, or you try to run without completing your mission, you will be found and you will be destroyed. And it won't be by the watch. It'll be by our assassins." And he stands up and he says, "So," and he claps his hands twice. "With that, are there any questions that you have for me?" And he looks at Thal. No question? Sheila. Oh, it's not. It's lost that it's not here. It's been taken. We need it retrieved. Alidra? Adram? Elena's? Yes. Sure. Well, there is a bit of a rumor of the temple. It's an old wise tale that's been said through the ages of if you defile the temple, that you may be, I don't know, turned into a ghost or something. It's a myth. And it's something that's well within the hearts of those that are here in Waterdeep. They all are aware of this myth, but it's just fairy tales. It's gibberish and fairy tales. I hope that you, all being from different backgrounds and places in here, you don't even know of this tale, and you wouldn't be so scared off like these chickens that are in this city here. Absolutely. And exactly, yeah. So he looks at so he looks at Desi with his big head and his little tiny arms. So Desi. Oh, yes. but I'm sure that some of you will survive. Surely of your group, one of you will make it back. Surely. Actually, I will allow you as a group to decide that. Would you? So if you don't come back, does the number increase, or does it go to their family? Okay. Then yes. Before you go lay for bed this evening, make sure to and he claps his hand, and a small, a very skinny little, almost looks like a little raptor, like a velociraptor guy. He kind of comes out, and he's got like a little notepad, and he's like, and he says, yes. What you can do here is just let him know what loved one you would like to leave your gold to, and you know what, you will actually have a good burial because you still will have your full pardon, and so just let him know who you'd like the money to be left to, and it will be done. So if you do give the ultimate sacrifice for this, we will be sure to cover your burial expenses as well as give the gold to whoever you designate. And as it's kind of going around, he's sort of going around, and you guys are able to just sort of let him know who you want to leave the money to. And he looked, and Orko, did you have anything to ask? Okay, excellent. And so, real quick, let me ask a regular question, not a game question. The Druid, did you do the deal with the good berries, or are you not going to do that? You did do that. Okay, so you had so yeah, so when you go to bed, you can cast 2 of your spell slots. When you wake up in the morning, that'll still be good throughout the day, and you'll have 20 that you could either keep all yourself, you can give them out, however you want to do it. So, anyways, he says, so with that, I bid you all a good evening. And so, with that, you guys, you have a moment here. If you want to have any conversation or what you want to say before you go to bed, y'all can speak freely. We're out of combat. So whatever you do right before you go to bed. Yeah. Well, well, it's hard. They probably the whole T-Rex thing kind of threw that off. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know. Ooh. T-Rex a little. Yeah. As he walks out of the room, and because he kind of keeps his feet together when he walks, so his rear end kind of shakes. You notice that the MC Hammer Pants have he's got a major wedgie going on, and you actually do assess that probably he is going commando as he kind of exits out the room. So, Thal, anything you want to do before bed? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Each of you have your own separate rooms. They're all prepared. This is a huge castle. He's just a lord, but he's very rich. Yeah, you got well. Anybody can do anything other than go to sleep. Okay. Yeah, right. So he does his nighttime routine. He casts good berries. He loses 2 spell slots. You guys go to sleep. He wakes up in the morning. This is now 8 hours later, yeah, go ahead. Excellent. So it is the morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it is the morning, and it's a beautiful morning. And as each of you get up to go on your way, you see a nice packed lunch that's sort of or breakfast that's in a sack. It actually basically has breakfast and lunch in there. It's a beautiful bundle, like little baskets of food and everything. Water skins, definitely enough. You guys can kind of eat the whole way. And it's going to be about an 8-hour trip up the mountain. So can everybody roll me or let me see, who's the druid? Randall? Who has the highest survival? Randall, what's your survival? You 2 people have a +4. Oh, Lisa has a plus. Okay, Lisa, if you have a +5, then roll your survival. Okay, so as you guys are walking, Elena's here. Y'all don't notice it, but Elena's hears this rustling in the bush right next to the path where you're at. And if you want, you can alert them of this. And you just yeah. You ready in action? Okay. Now, if you understand the mechanics of the game, if you're ready in action, so if this thing comes out, are you going to attack or what? Is that what you got? I need to know what the action is. Yeah. Okay. So since she noticed it, she alerted you. If anyone else wants to ready in action, I'll allow you guys to do that. Anybody want to ready in action? Okay. Okay. So as this happens, you guys see kind of it's got like it's not very tall. It's probably not even maybe 6 or 7 inches off the ground. It has kind of large feet and kind of a little round face, kind of like a little almost like a little round body and a little round head, but it's got 2 long ears, and it's kind of white and gray, kind of like a marbled look to it, and it in the back it has oh, did you want to ready in action or? Oh yeah, no, this is all happening. She warned you, and it's happening. So that yeah, it's all yeah. Oh well, well the option I was giving you because she saw is I was giving you guys an option to she alerted you. You could make a quick action, but you wouldn't necessarily like it wouldn't be able to do that. You just like ready in action and like here's a question I was asking: are you going to attack or not? That's like your option. so that was the only option for this. But anyway, so you guys see this? It's like a little round, kind of little round body, a little round head. In the back, you see like this, almost like the tail is like a little ball of cotton, and its ears are very very long. So this little tiny creature kind of hops out, and it lands, and you see it, and when it looks up to you, everybody give me a charisma saving throw. Okay. All right. Oh, no problem. Did anybody get above a 20? Okay. So as this comes out, everyone who did not get above a 20, you look at what's to be the most cutest thing you've ever seen in your life as you look at this cute little bunny. And it's not just a bunny, like y'all seen rabbits in your life, but this is the cutest bunny. And it looks up, and its eyes kind of gaze each of you. And as it catches you, you just feel nothing but love for this cute bunny. And as that happens, Lisa, roll an attack. Okay, all right, roll your so roll your damage dice twice. Okay, how much damage? That's 2 dice plus your mod. Okay. Well, so again, so you hear this wrestling, and Elena's, she says, "Guys, look out!" And you all turn, and you see this cute little bunny hop out, and he's like, "Meow!" And as soon as he says that, Elena shoots an arrow smack through the forehead, and it just dies right there. So y'all, for a moment you were in love with this little bunny, and it's dead now. Yeah, it's like skewered. It's skewered on your arrow. Yeah, it's pretty dead. Arrow through the forehead, out of its anus. On the other side, it is. You now have a bunny. Y'all now have a bunny on a stick. Whoever needs that. Yeah. So if nobody wants the bunny on the stick, you can take your hand and pull the arrow through it, and a bit of brain will kind of come out if you really want that arrow. No, guys, y'all may have overthought it a little bit with the whole charm thing. You basically just saw the cutest bunny you've ever seen in your life, and then Elena's killed it. So that. It wasn't a charm. To give y'all a little bit of metagaming, it wasn't a charm. It was just a very cute bunny. Y'all have never seen a bunny this cute in your life, but now it's dead. All right. So y'all want to do anything on? Y'all have a lot of food, but if you want some bunny, there's definitely some bunny. Yeah, y'all can skin it and make a purse. So so as you guys continue on, so as you guys continue on, some of you are kind of grief stricken by this cute little bunny that's dead now, and you come up to the top of this. You come up to the top of this mountain, and you see this. It looks kind of like a prayer temple. And let me describe this to you, and I'm going to try to describe it in such a way that you do not picture a T-Rex. So this looks to be a square building that, this looks to be a square building it's 40 feet across by 40 feet. So like a 40-foot square building. At the top, you guys see like a dome. What you can see from where you guys are standing, you can see that there's no door that's like open and shut. It's just basically the door is open, and it's kind of, it's a little bit large. It's like 10 foot, like a 10-foot doorway there. You're inside. It looks kind of dark, but you can actually make out. You can't necessarily see it completely clearly, but you can tell that in the center of this, looks kind of like an abandoned temple, there looks to be a pedestal. You can see enough light to tell that. And so now we're going to go at top of our order. Thal, what would you... So you see this. You see the temple looks dark inside, but you know enough light to see the that there's... You can see what you would assess to be the pedestal. So what do you want to do, Thal? Okay, yeah, if you want, yeah, you have enough movement to walk all the way to the center of the room from where you guys are standing. So if you want to do that, you can just let me know how far you want to walk and where you want to go. So there's a doorway, basically like this. You have enough movement to walk to the pedestal. Okay, ooh, let the dogs out. Okay. Okay, as soon as you take a foot inside the temple, it completely illuminates, and you see this kind of almost sort of like little sparkling of dust kind of floating around, and it's kind of light, kind of sparkly. You haven't quite made it to the pedestal yet, and the whole room is just completely illuminated, and you can clearly see from where you are. You can see in the very back of the room there is this large mirror, and one side of the mirror is kind of has carvings of what looks like demons and devils and kind of death-looking things. On the right-hand side of the mirror frame, it looks to be angels and celestial beings on the right. Yeah, and this is kind of what you see. As soon as you step in, do you want to continue walking or do you want to pause? Yeah, so when you... yeah, okay. So you see this. So all of you that are outside, you are able to see it kind of light up. From where you are, y'all can see now he's standing there. You can see the pedestal. You can see what you make out to be some kind of a large object hanging on the back wall. And it's Sheila's turn. Sheila. Did we lose Sarah? Oh, I thought that. Okay, I didn't know that was her. Okay, then Alidra. So we'll say Sheila kind of stays back a bit. Alidra. Yeah. You guys have sort of approached the temple. You're not in the temple, but yeah, you saw that as soon as he stepped inside, it lit up, and he kind of paused. And so you're not really able to tell from where you are. You didn't see the outside of it illuminate. You saw the inside light, as if somebody walked in and flicked the party lights on. Basically, is what it looked like to you. Okay, so give me a perception check. Okay, so he walked in and was kind of mesmerized by this. As you walk in, you stand beside him and take a minute to look around. You see, and guys, if y'all have a notepad or something where you can make a little if y'all want to do a little drawing of this so you can know what it is, you would draw a square, and in the middle of the square you would draw a pedestal, and then we just said that you were outside and you just kind of paused your action. Okay, so if we say that the pedestal and the large mirror that has the evil carving on the left and the angelic carving on the right, if we say that that is north, then on the west wall, you see a painting that also has a carving around the molding of the mirror, and it looks to be a carving of intricate flames. It actually looks kind of like flames, but you can tell even from where you're standing that it's not flames. It is actually well carved and painted woodwork. You see on the west wall, so there's one mirror there. You see a second mirror on the west wall, and on that mirror you see it to be, from where you're standing, you can kind of make out that this looks to be kind of stone. You can't quite see all the design, but you can see the side of it, and you can see if that's stone. To the right of you, on the east wall that's closest to you, you see a mirror that looks to have carvings of water, and like it's waves, and so along the side of the mirror the waves splash and they kind of crash together at the top and form this intricate design. You can tell that it's done out of wood, but you can see it in water. You can't quite make out the one on the east wall, that's because there's two on the east wall, but again on the side of it you can see what looks like to be carvings of vines with flowers and leaves, and kind of almost, elvish design is kind of like that. So it kind of looks like that all around the side, and that's what you're able to see where you are. And now it's so Sheila, do you want to do anything? I just kind of had you stand there. Do you want to do anything? Did we lose Sheila again? Yeah, absolutely. You'd assess that, yeah. So, Sheila, are you going to go into the place, or are you staying outside? Right now, there's two standing in the doorway. Okay, Adrian. Okay, so do you go to the pedestal, or where do you go to? Okay, then that you are going to be through the front door, kind of in the center of the room. You would be standing at the pedestal. So as you do that, let's see. Then we got Elenus. Yeah, right now there's two people standing in the entrance, so you have the option to go in 5 feet or stay outside of it 5 feet, because only two people can occupy the doorway. Yeah, you can do that. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, there aren't shadows. It is it's completely lit up. I mean, there's like waves of sparkles and things just kind of raining down from the dome ceiling. But yeah, so you're kind of just inside the doorway then. Okay, so yeah. I got you. Okay, all right, that was Elenus, or is that Adram, right? No, it's Elenus, right? Okay, Desi, what do you want to do? Okay, you can go as far as the pedestal. Okay, so now you're standing at the pedestal with Adram, and Orko. What would you like to do? Okay, so all right, right now we've got Orko and Sheila standing outside. Everybody else is in, and so if you got everyone except for Sheila and Orko, give me a. Let's see what I wrote this down. Give me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Did anybody not get a 10 on the saving throw for the wisdom? Okay. So. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anybody who got less than a 10 on the saving throw, you as you guys have kind of walked into this place, instantly you see the mirror with the carvings of the flame. You see this what looks to be like just completely lights up, almost like it is sort of magically ignites, and flame bursts all throughout the room. And anyone who did not make a 10 saving throw takes 3 damage. Anybody who did make the saving throw takes 1 damage. And as this happens, everyone who was at the doorway or inside. So Sheila and Orko did not take this. And so everybody who failed it takes 3 damage. Everybody who passed it takes 1. And then to let me see who we're gonna probably who are the 2 at the pedestal? Randall and who else? Desi. Okay, so Randall, you're even. Desi, you're odd. Okay. All right, he goes over to Randall, and so let me describe to you what you see. You see this sort of a flaming. It looks to be the shape of a snake, but it's just flaming. It's kind of pulsating flame. It crawls out of the mirror. You notice that there's not really a reflection of it. It just kind of comes out of the mirror. This all happens kind of quickly, and he goes right over near the pedestal and takes a swipe at Adram, and he does 18, I think, hits and misses. So he hits once with. Does an 18 hit you, Randall? Oh wait, I was actually 18 plus 3. So okay, you take 5 points of piercing damage, and he missed the other. So as that happened, Thal, it is your turn. You see this flaming snake creature that just crawled out of this mirror and attacked your fellow comrade there. Yeah. Oh, yes. And real quick, just let me let you guys know, because of how small this building is, if you want to go somewhere, you can do that, even if you're going a little bit further than you're supposed to be able to. I'm totally fine with that. So yeah, if you're inside the building and you want to go from the back to the front, you can do it. You're good. But he's only a couple of feet in front of you. Anyways. Okay. Okay, 15 hits. Okay. Yeah, that hits. Okay. So as he comes in and waylays on this thing, as soon as you do your first hit, the flame jumps out. Did you hit with an unarmed strike in the beginning, or what did you hit with? Okay, so when you hit with your quarterstaff, the flame just kind of rolled up your quarterstaff. It actually didn't burn the quarterstaff, but when it touches you, you take 2 points of fire damage. When you struck it directly, right there, you take 2 points of fire damage. You can tell this thing it rears back like yeah, and yeah, go ahead. Yes, yeah. When you struck it at close range, the flame, you were close enough to it that the flame reached out and kind of singed you. Now it's Sheila, and Sheila, you are outside the building. Yeah. Okay. All right, go ahead. Nat 20. Okay. Roll double damage plus your mod. Okay. So as you guys are making your strikes, you do feel like it's affecting it, but you don't necessarily feel like it's affecting it as much as you would like to. Now, when you hit it, you ran right up to it and hit it with a quarterstaff, right? Okay. All right. Then you take, you see, same thing. As soon as you land that blow with your quarterstaff, the flame just kind of sparks out, kind of like a little solar flare, and singes you for 3 points of damage. And it is now. No, it was the first strike he made on it is what jumped out and hit. Now it's Alidra, your turn. Okay. What's the reach on your greatsword? Is it 5? Okay. Well, I think it's 5. Go ahead. 11. You go to make a swing, but you kind of slice, but you miss, and you see a little, almost like how on the path where a little flame sort of shot out and kind of grab them and singe them. A flame sort of comes out, but it pulls back in and doesn't hit you. It is now Adrian's turn. Shillelagh. Watch me whip. Watch me shillelagh. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 13 to hit. 13 does not hit. So as he goes in with his quarterstaff and he hits, kind of same thing. It goes through and the flames just sort of kind of form and move in such a way that his quarterstaff misses. Again, you see a little reach of that solar flare, reaches out but pulls back in and doesn't hit you. It is now Elena's turn. Are you going to notch a rabbit? Are you going to notch a rabbit? Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, roll your attack. 19 hits. So do your 7 points of damage. Okay. Okay. And so this thing really did not appreciate that, and the solar flare kind of comes out at you, but you see that it can only get about 5 feet out, and it just can't get close enough to get you. You can tell that he really wanted to get you, but he didn't. And it is now Desi's turn. He did not appreciate you doing that. Yes. Yeah, you guys would assess that this is some kind of well, I mean, if you want, I'll give you a free what would be good for finding stuff out? History check or Arcana. You can either do. Oh, is elementals? Oh, then yes, this would be your favorite to hit. You would love to hit this thing. Your favorite thing to do is to hit this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. And I'll still allow you to. Yeah, and I'll allow you to attack too. You can just do this as kind of an observation. So go ahead. Okay. So what is it it's supposed to tell you? Everything about him? I'll be kind. I'll be kind. I'll be a fun DM. So you assess that this is actually a fire snake. You know that it's vulnerable to cold. You know that it's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from any non-magical weapons. You notice that it's immune to fire. And you know that it has a heated body. So if anybody touches it within melee range, they get 1d6 of fire damage. And that's what you know. You also know that it's extremely hurt, and you can take an attack action if you want. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you can do that without provoking an opportunity. You got listen. The way we kind of run this, we almost have to be a little bit lenient on the opportunities of attack, just because I'm not sitting here. I'm not going to sit with a map. So you don't provoke an opportunity. You can move. Yeah, if you get right on it and you leave, then you would provoke. Yeah. It doesn't matter. The whole room's 40 feet by 40 feet. So 23 hits. And even though you feel like the shot didn't do as much as you would want it to do, it rears its what you would perceive as kind of arms-ish because it's a snake, but it just and it throws its kind of a flame out at you in anger, but it only has about 5 feet of reach, and you see the creature just completely dissipate. As soon as this happens, you guys notice, Orko, can you give me a perception check? Your perception is where you roll a d20 and you add any wisdom modifier to that you have. A 2? Okay. So, with a 2, you notice that something, and you don't really know what, appears on the pedestal, floating above it. You don't really know what. You just know something popped there, but you don't. It's not anything that you care about, really. Yeah, you notice something happened, but it doesn't really mean anything to you. So Thal, do you want to do a perception check? Nat 30. Yeah, I'm just... It's a 6? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you notice that something, like this big fire thing just got, obliterated by you guys, and something kind of appeared hovering above the pedestal, but you don't really care. Sheila, you want to do a perception check? Okay. Well, once I start, I got to go with it, right? So Sheila, you notice that above the pedestal, you notice that what appeared floating above it looks to be kind of like a small. If you guys have ever seen like a small hammer that they do, like where they chip away at rocks, it's kind of like for real intricate work. It almost looks like a rock hammer, and you see it. It's got intricate carvings of a flame. The carvings kind of match the carvings that are surrounding the mirror that this elemental came out of, and you notice that there are about 100 fire snake reflections in the mirror, and they're probably going to be coming out of this mirror like real quick. So they're right up on the mirror. You can see, you don't see them in the room, but you can tell with your perception check that there is a whole bunch of them about to come out of that mirror. Okay, yeah. Roll a d20. Add your dex modifier, but not your proficiency modifier. Oh, then you can. Yeah. Okay, then you're fine. Okay, good deal. You only needed a 10, so. Anyway, so as she takes this small hammer, by the way, and now that she's thrown it, I'll let you know. This would be a finesse weapon. It can be strength or dexterity. She grabs it, and anyone who was standing right next to the mirror, you saw like 100 of these fire snakes were about to jump out of the mirror as Orko kind of did nothing and Joe did nothing. Sheila saw it, and she grabbed it and she threw it right at the mirror. And as soon as it hit the mirror, it shattered the mirror, and just the pieces just fell to the floor. As soon as this happens, I need everyone that is in the room to make a strength saving throw. Yeah. Well, there's nothing there now. Yeah, strength. Strength saving throw. Okay, anybody that got anybody get under a 15? Okay, everybody who got under a 15, you take 3 bludgeoning damage. Everyone who passed it, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, because let me describe what happens. As she throws it and it cracks the mirror, this boulder flies out of the mirror that has a stonework design, and it rolls around the room several times. And anybody who failed it, you're now prone. Anybody who passed it, you only took 1 point of damage as it rolled by you, and it goes after... No, because this is all happening because it still kind of hits you. It's a surprise attack, basically. So you're all surprised by this. And it goes after, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to go after Thal. So it goes up to you, Thal, and it does a 18 hit. Okay, that does 5 points of bludgeoning damage. So it rolls around, and it jumps up and it goes right at Thal and just bam, and knocks him down. And it is now, well, it's actually Thal's turn, so you want to make your first saving throw. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's one. So yeah, mark down that you have one success. It is now Sheila's turn. So you see this boulder thing standing right over Thal. The best way I can describe it, guys, it's like a boulder with little goblin legs and little goblin arms. It's kind of weird looking. Okay. Okay, what do you need me to give you? A strength save? Okay. Oh, okay. What's your strength? Okay. That's a nat 20. So does that mean automatic success? It's a 21. If do you add? Well, if you add, then that's 21 is what it rolled. If it's just a check. Okay. Yeah, he got a 21. Okay, so yeah, you go up and you try to grab him, and you're kind of hugging this rock. It's a big boulder, so you run up and you're hugging him. You're just like, oh, and it's so in a way you're kind of grappling, but not like what you were wanting to grapple to be. Yeah, you're like hugging this rock. So anybody that's prone, you would have plenty of movement to stand up and move wherever you wanted to go. Alidra, you're up. So you just saw Sheila. Well, it's got little goblin-like feet. It's kind of like, so it's standing up right now. But yeah, it's you see right now you see Sheila. He just rolled around, hit all you guys. He knocked Thal unconscious. Sheila is giving him a hug, and now he's just kind of standing there. And you're up, Alidra. All right. Trip it? Yeah, do a, well, go ahead and do a, do like an attack. Do a, give me, let's see, I guess that's going to need to be a strength attack. Because it's your strength against a boulder. Okay, yeah, so Sheila is just kind of hugging this thing, and Alidra comes up and you try to do this sort of sweeping thing where you kind of do a roundhouse Chuck Norris kicking of his leg, and actually you just kind of you're kind of on the floor, and you got to have your leg is sort of in between his legs and just kind of looking up at him. So Thal's on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah. So Thal's on the ground. Sheila's hugging him. Alidra just sort of slid underneath him. And it's now Adram's turn. Who? Well, the berries you can only take one per action. You can have one good berry per act. You do your whole action, you can get 1 hit point from it. You can do one act, like if you want to go and administer a good berry anally to Thal, then he will be conscious with 1 hit point. If you want to do that. Or not, or you can have it for yourself. Okay. Okay, so Adram goes, and so keep track. Now you have 19. So he so how do you want to do this? Oh, okay. So as you drop it in his mouth, you kind of squeeze it so the juices come out. And Thal, you feel that you regain consciousness. You're still laying down, and you now have one hit point. And it is now Elena's turn. So Randall, keep track of how many of those you used. Randall gave you one. That's enough to where you can erase your saving throws. You no longer have to make saving throws. You're conscious with one hit point, and you're on the ground. And it's now, yeah, it's Elena's turn. But remember, I mean, yeah, 1 point's all you need to make an attack, by the way. Okay, go ahead, Elena's. It's almost just kind of part of. No, they don't. The feet don't necessarily look like stone. Sure. Okay, go ahead. Okay, yeah. So you definitely you definitely made a good shot, but it unfortunately it misses. And so it just kind of sticks in the ground right next to who's on the ground? Alidra? Are you underneath him? It kind of sticks right next to you. Like almost hit Alidra, and it's now Desi's turn. And this is an elemental, so if you have some thing against elementals, you can do that. You can have it against this. if you're a racist against elementals, you can have it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you can do that, and you can move wherever you want to move. The room's just not that big. Oh, about him? Okay, so again, I'm going to give you that as a free action. But go ahead and give me a roll for it, and you need to get above a 10. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to allow you to make that check anytime on your turn as kind of like a free action to test. And what we'll do is if you roll a 10, let me know, and then I'll give you the information. So, yeah, so you can make an action if you want. Yeah. Yeah, that hits. You hit any part of him you want. Okay. Okay, and so he definitely did not appreciate that. Now, Orko, it's your turn. Yeah. That hits. Mm-hmm. Okay, what did you hit him for? You said you hit him for 6 slashing damage? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you? So what's your slashing damage? You get to add your modifier to that. Like what dice does it say to roll for that weapon? Okay, so what did you get when you rolled a d10? Okay, and now, yeah, to your slashing damage, you should have like a plus something, like a +3, or you're probably going to have a, so you hit for 9. Okay, good. Okay, hey, that's fine. Listen, if you have any questions, ask us, because, you know, we all want to help, you know. Okay, so you take a really good swipe here, and you definitely could tell he did not appreciate that. Thal, you are up with 1 hit point, or you're prone, but you got 1 hit point. You're right next to this thing. I'm gonna take it away. Yeah, I know, yeah. I never played with you guys. I'm always a DM. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do that and not provoke an opportunity if you want. Okay, go ahead. Uh, 13 does not hit. Okay. All right, Sheila, it's your go. Oh, did you say something to him? Oh, yeah, no, he didn't understand that. Yeah, he ignored you. All right. Your mother was a rabbit on a stick. Rabbit on a stick. What did you get? What'd you get? That's a good one. You got him good. You got him real good. Ding, 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 ding. So how do you want to? Yeah, so how do you want to take him out? Could you take him out? He's not bleeding. He's. So as you hit it, it actually, he flies across the room and he hits the mirror at great force, and he just kind of smashes, but the mirror is unharmed in any way. And as this happens, you let's see, Adrian, give me a perception check. Yeah. An 8. Yeah. So you noticed that something appeared above the pedestal, and even though you guys just had this whole thing previously with something appearing ahead of the pedestal, and she threw it, you just kind of don't care. And Elenis, it's your turn. You want to roll a perception check? I'll give you guys a quick metagaming on this. You do not want to fail 3 perception checks in a row. Just to let y'all know. Okay, go ahead, Elenis. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you notice the last time when 2 people failed a perception check, and then Sheila was able to see, she saw 100 of those snakes right at the mirror. You see actually about 60 feet back in the mirror, 100 of these stone creatures. And you notice floating above, so they haven't quite got to the mirror, But you notice floating above the pedestal is an intricately designed hammer that looks to be carved out of stone carvings that match the border of that mirror. And it's your turn. What do you want to do, Elenis? Mm-hmm. It can be a yes. Yeah. So go ahead and roll an attack without your proficiency bonus, but you do want to add your strength. What'd you get? Yep, that's good enough. You grab you grab the hammer and you run over, and as soon as you smash the mirror, it just crumbles into pieces all over. So it's interesting. Y'all notice that this huge boulder was thrown to the mirror and it didn't even affect it, but just almost like a light tap from this hammer completely crashed the mirror. And as soon as that happens, everybody roll me a I should have wrote this down. Constitution saving throw. Okay. Oh, okay. So this may be lucky for Joe. Oh, Joe, you rolled a 6. Joe, what did you roll on that? What'd you get? Dude. Okay. Well, everybody who did a 10 or above, what happens is you guys see these needles, almost like little like thorns. These thorns shoot out of the mirror all over the room, and anybody who had a 10 or above, you take 0 damage. But anybody who had below a 10, you take 1 point of damage as these thorns stick in you. Now, y'all are good. He's got like 19 good berries. Okay, so anybody that failed it, you take 1 point of damage, and you're prone. If you failed it, you're prone. Even if you had enough health, you are prone. And so as this happens, it shoots out. So I think that puts you down, doesn't it, Joe or Thal? So Thal goes down. Yeah, go ahead. And as you see, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So as this happens, yeah. No, when you guys throw the hammer into the mirror, it disintegrates into the mirror. It disintegrates into the rubble of the mirror. So yeah, that but as this happened, because this is all happening as soon as she broke the mirror, these thorns shot out, hit anybody who failed. Anybody who passed did not get a thorn. And you see this almost like twisted vines climbing out of this mirror with the kind of the elvish leaves and things just coming out of there, and it is going after Orko. So it comes over right at Orko and does a, oh man, I didn't do it in the tray. Oh, okay, good for you. Does a 8 hit you, Orko? What did Orko say? Orko, I'm guessing an 8 doesn't hit Orko. I'm guessing. Oh, okay. If you rolled a 4, then you took 1 point of. Well, actually, yeah. If you're prone, he's not going to go after you. So Orko, you took. If you rolled a 4 on your save, then you took a thorn. You got 1 point of damage, and you're prone. So is that what happened? Okay. So let me re-roll. If you're prone, you can't get hit. I'm not that kind of DM. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Elenis. He comes over to you. And... No, wait a minute. I didn't say cheese it. I didn't mean that. I meant I was not going to Because if you're prone and they hit you, it's like an automatic advantage and everything. Okay, so yeah, so he goes to Elena's, and I'll say this: if everybody gets prone, then I'm going to be whoever it hits. Okay, so that's 13 plus 4, 17 to hit. Does that hit you? Okay. Okay, and that should do 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you need to roll a DC strength check. No, against being grappled. You made it. So this, he comes out of the mirror and he comes over to you and he attacks you with his vines, and he just kind of like the thorns and the vines just swipe across your face, and just it hits you. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and it tries to constrict you, but you're able to kind of back out of the way. And it is now Thal's turn. So your first saving throw. Or I'm sorry, wait. No, because it's surprise. Y'all, what happens is when it comes out of the mirror, you're surprised. But wait a minute, hold on, that may be wrong. Who was it that smashed the mirror? Was it who's me? Give me. Okay, then I'm sorry. It's actually Desi. It's actually Desi's turn. So Desi, your turn. Call me out, guys, if I miss y'all. So Desi, it's your turn. Oh, no problem. Well, what happened was yeah. Yes, so you have whatever you need. Oh, you want to check on it? Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Okay, so she's able to call out to you and let you know that what you guys are up against is a vine blight. You guys know that it's immune from being blinded or deafened, and you guys know that it has an armor class of 12. There's really not anything else about it. So it you know it has a low AC, and that's what you know about it. So go ahead, you can take an attack if you want. That hits. Now you know you need a 12, so you don't have to ask me anymore. Yep. Okay. And it is now Orca's turn. So you can stand up and get wherever you want to, Orca. Shout. Yeah, mainly I just need to know if you're doing a melee or a ranged attack. I'm assuming if you guys are doing a ranged attack that you're out of melee range. You mean a 5 attack? Is that adding your modifier? Okay, on your sheet where you have your weapon, you're going to have 2 numbers. One is going to be probably larger than the plus of the next one. It's going to say like attack is like a +5 or +7. Yeah. So, all right. So, what did you say? Your dice was what, a 5, and you have a +7? 5. Okay, so 10 total doesn't actually just misses past it. Thal, it's your turn. You want to roll your first saving throw. A 17 on your death saving throw? Okay, alright, so you pass. Sheila? Sheila? Oh, you're go. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I'll allow you. I'll allow you to do that. But give me a make an attack roll on it, like you're attempting to light it. But give me let me try to think what check might be good for that. Do a survival check, as if you're like for being kind of like lighting a campfire in the woods. That's 24 on your survival check. Yeah, you then you did do that. And what we're gonna do is at the start of each of its turns, it's gonna take 1d6 fire damage from you having lit it, but not this turn. Next turn. like a bow and stick. Alidra, you're up. Okay. What? Oh man. Okay. So yeah, but it looked good. Adrian, your turn. and you should have 19. You have 19 good berries left if you want to. But Joe passed, so he could even roll a quit one and still be alive. So it's up to you, man. Everybody in the chat keeps saying, "Don't be stingy with the good berries." I think they want some. So if you do hand your good on your turn, if you wanted to hand good berries to anybody, you can hand some good berries to somebody, and you can take your action to administer one if you wanted to do that. Or you don't even have to do it. It's up to you. I'm not trying to railroad you. Yeah, I was saying if you wanted to hand some good berries out to somebody, you can hand them to someone and still have an action to administer one if you wanted to. Or you can attack. Who's unconscious? Oh, you are? Okay. How long do you have? Do you want to take one for the team? Okay. Yeah. Why don't you can hand the good berries to whoever. You have 19 left, so who else is going to get them? Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't you give all the good berries to her? Yeah. Give all the good berries. Give all the good berries to her, and then take an action against the vine blight. Why don't you do that before you go? And then you only had 1 hit point left? Oh, you're unconscious on the ground. Okay. All right. Well, then roll 3 death saves. That's why you were trying to take good berries. I got you. So you sacrificed your life for Thal. Okay, go roll 3 death saves. See what you get. Pass. Fail. Okay, so 2 pass and 1 fail. Yeah, you got to roll more now. All right, so you're stable. Okay, so you're on the ground and stable, and you can. So you're good, man. You can be stable. I mean, if you got to go, then they'll just leave you. They'll say, but they're gonna totally take all your good berries for sure. So he's there, and you can see the good berries if somebody wants to take them. And it is that was Elanus. Oh, yeah, you're in con. Yeah, so now Elanus, go ahead. Yep. Yes, you can. Yep. Go for it. That hits very much so. Is that a natural 20? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, you hit really good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and how do you want to take this thing out? Yeah. So you're gonna attack. No, he's out of the mirror. You're saying you're gonna go and attack the mirror? Yeah, he can't. He crawled out of the mirror. He's in the room with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, pin him down on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Just kind of a hero pose. Oh! Okay, and so he depletes and Desi, can you give me a perception check above a 10, please, or 10, 10 or above, please. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, so you is enough to notice that a hammer appears above the pedestal and it has intricate designs that look to be like vines matching the mirror that this thing just came out of. Yes. Okay. And give me a strength without proficiency. What? What happened? No, he's fine. He passed. Yeah, he passed. Yeah, he passed. Actually, you know what? Right, but he'll be fine. He'll be okay. It may happen. What happened on the last one? I rolled a 1, so there wasn't any damage if you saved it. So that may happen again. But he's gonna be okay. He would be okay. It's yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Okay, so she smashes the mirror, and as soon as she smashes the mirror, you guys, if y'all would roll me I don't understand what you're saying. Everybody roll me a oh, this is dexterity saving throw. All right. What did y'all get? Anybody that got? Oh, you're getting anyone that got 11 or higher, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from splash. Like this huge wave just fills the room. You take, if you got above an 11 or above, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from this with water. Anybody that got a 10 or below, you are not prone, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and you're prone. And it is now Orko. It's your turn. So Orko, did you fail that save? Yeah, then you're prone and you took 1 point of damage. So Thal, you well, actually, Orko, you can still get up. I mean, you're actually no. Hold on, my bad. Hold on, Orko. Okay, you're prone. Hold on, because then you guys got to get attacked. Let me roll and see who's getting attacked here. All right, so if I call on your name and you're prone, let me know, because you're not attacked. Okay, Thal, you're prone, so you're not going to get attacked. Alidra, are you prone? Okay, then this huge wave comes out of this mirror, this remaining mirror here, and it comes up and it tries to attack you with a 19. Does that hit? And it does 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. And so now it's Orko's. Yeah. 4 points of bludgeoning damage total. 1 plus 3, so 4 point total. He rolled a 1, so he didn't hit you very hard. And it is now Orko's turn. So you see this kind of floating water thing there. Yeah. So, Orko, you're up. Orko. Oh, well, you can stand up and you can attack it. You can stand up and go get the good berries out of Adram's pocket and give one to Thal if you want. You can go and give a good berry. Okay. Now, when you take he's got 19 in there. How many of them you want to take out of the pouch? Okay. All right. So make a note that you have 2 good berries. Y'all got to keep up with this because I can't. Now there are 17 good berries left in the pouch, and you're going to go and administer one to Joe or Thal. Okay. So now you have 1 good berry left. Thal, you have 1 hit point left, and now it is your turn, Thal, and you are conscious. Well, you kind of don't know. You got to stand up first. But when you stand up, you see this kind of just like a wave, like this kind of got to form almost like a snake. Like before, y'all saw a snake of fire. This is kind of like a snake of water. Okay, go for it. No, yeah. Like I said, if you're doing a ranged attack, let me know. So if you're doing a range, it's fine. Ranged, I'm assuming, yeah, you're not, right, you're not next to him if you're doing a ranged attack. Who's that? Laura? Oh, Laura, you gotta go? Okay. Okay, hey, thanks for playing with us. We appreciate it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I know, yeah. Yeah, but I messed it up when you did it before. Yeah, okay. Which everybody be quiet. Don't tell all the new players. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Laura. Glad to play with you. Bye. Okay. So that was yeah. Go ahead. You did hit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he definitely did not appreciate that. Let me tell you guys. You notice that 2 people have left before, and both the people that left have played this game before. So I just want to let you know as we get closer to the end. I just want to point out the 2 people that have played this game before have all of a sudden had to go. All of a sudden, I'm just pointing that out. Okay. Okay. So now it's Sheila. Your turn. At least they stuck around for the bulk of it. Yeah, so right now, Adram has 17 good berries in his pocket, and it does not cost an action to take any of those if you want to. Okay, he now has 12 left, and y'all keep up with what you have, and you can take an action if you want, Sheila. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let them know because yeah, because they can heal you, Yeah. You're trying to you're trying to let everybody know, but you're just laying there unconscious. You feel like you're telling them, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, what do you? That hits. Yep. Yeah. Yep, both of those hit. So give me your damage. Give me your damage. Okay, so how much total? 20 points of damage total? Oh my gosh. Okay. Too bad it's halved. Okay. Okay, so yeah, he definitely you feel like you really did some damage on him here. And it is now it's Alidra's turn. So you still have Adram's body on the ground with 12 good berries. You've got Elenus is unconscious. So Alidra, it's your turn. Okay. Well, it's an action to administer it. So if you eat one, then that's your action. You can do that, but that would be your action. It's one per action. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so now there is 10, and keep track that you have one. And now, Lisa, you are now conscious with 1 hit point. All right, Adram is he's unconscious on the ground, and Elenus, it's your turn. And you're conscious, and you have 1 point. Yeah, he's definitely not friendly to you. That hits. That hits very good. Okay, 8 damage. Okay, how do you want to take this out? Yeah, so it just comes right through it, just like Moses, you part the water. Yeah. So this thing just splashes away, and as that happened, let's see. Okay, let me mark out the people who aren't here. So Orko, give me a perception check, and y'all do not want to fail 3 of these in a row. Orko. Okay. So Orko doesn't really. I know y'all seen a lot of stuff happen when these things die, but Orko just doesn't even care. Thal, it's your turn. If you're conscious, you can give a perception check. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, you notice in the mirror where the water was, that in the reflection, it's not in the room with you, but through the reflection, you can see about 100 of these water snakes rushing to the mirror to probably come out and get you guys. And you notice floating above the pedestal a hammer that looks like it's intricately designed with waves and looks kind of like splashing of the water, but it forms a hammer. Yeah, similar to the carvings around the frame. And it's your turn. What do you want to do? Well, I you gotta. There's 3. You would say I'll I'll say this. You assess at the speed that these guys are running toward the mirror that you would have about 12 seconds before they get out. Yeah. That's random. Yeah. And y'all see random when you say that, when you say that, Adrian's body lets out like this. When you say that, and you're just kind of like, great. Yeah. Okay. Are you doing a strength or dexterity based? Okay, then you want to add your dexterity modifier, but not your proficiency. Oh, that's enough. You throw it, it smashes this mirror, and this time you all notice that the mirror that's kind of directly behind Thal, the one that had the kind of demonic carvings to the left and the celestial carvings to the right, you notice, you notice that in the and all of you notice this, whether you roll a check or not, you notice in the reflection of that mirror, you all know, and you're all looking at this, you notice that the pedestal, that the reflection of the pedestal in that mirror shows floating above it a sword with the crest of the sword, or the hilt of the sword, has intricate lightning designs, which y'all would take to be what they sent you to get. The Stormwind family heirloom, their sword. You can clearly see that reflection. When you guys look back at the room you're in, the reflection is not with the sword on the pedestal. What you see is a huge, heavy, two-handed battle hammer, where one side of the hammer is designed kind of like with demonic and thorns, and the right half of the hammer is designed with like angelic. So one side of the hammer portion of it is kind of almost like a demonic mouth, like with horns sticking out. The other side is like as if an angel folded its wings. And so the reflection is not the same. In the mirror, you see the sword. In the room you're in, you see this two-handed heavy hammer floating above the pedestal. And other than that, nothing really happens to you guys. And yeah. Nothing's going on right now. You guys are technically out of combat. Nothing's going on. You see this, but nothing's jumping out at you. Nothing's attacking you. You clearly see what you came to get is in that reflected mirror, and floating above the pedestal is a hammer, but you're not being attacked or anything. Yeah. Okay, so now yeah. Okay, all right, so now I don't know how many good berries there are. You all have whatever you have. Everybody know what they got? Okay. Okay, there should have been 12 good berries left. So who is it that's saying they have 10 good berries? Yes, there's 10. Yes, that's correct. There's 10 good berries left on their body right now. So if you want to take it and give, who took 5? Yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. Yes, there are 10 good berries left. Yeah, y'all can. Yes, you can take them as much as you want now. I mean, it's one action to take it, but you're out of combat, so you can take as many as you want. Although just to metagame you guys a bit, you may You may want to hang on to some for healing, though, just to give you a little metagaming. Okay, so all right, so right now there are 10 left. So everybody, yeah. So if you want to, So if you want to, you're a paladin. Who's a paladin? It's not, listen, we're not laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself because I forgot. She was new, guys. You have lay on hands. You can give 1 point or 5 points. Yeah. Yes, but if as a paladin, if you want to give 4, then you can retain 1 point and bring somebody back who's unconscious. Yeah, go ahead. Daddy. Well, he's just kind of unconscious. No, because he would oh, I see what you're saying. No, let him. He's out. Y'all are good. You got a paladin and you got plenty of good berries. I know. Well, no, he's out. He's out of the game. He's yeah, like a good berry machine. Now you okay? So everybody take all the good berries that they want to take, and then if you want to do the lay on hands, if as a paladin, if you want to do the lay on hands, what I'd recommend is giving him 4 points so that you're retaining 1 point. If you retain 1 point, then you can heal somebody if they get killed. You hear that? You hear that, Orko? He was saying, hold on to him. Yes, yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here you are. Okay. Go ahead. Do y'all want to take a short rest? Do you want to take your short rest and spin hit dice? Because nothing's going on. Y'all see this, and nothing's attacking you, nothing's going after y'all. So if you guys want to take a short rest and you roll, if you look in your sheet, you see the hit dice. It'll say like 1d8 or whatever, 1d6. So everybody, y'all don't have to. Everybody can roll a hit dice. Orca, do you see how that works with the hit dice? Okay. All right, on your sheet, do you see where it says hit dice? It'll say like 1d8, or I think you're a paladin, so it's 1d8 probably. Okay, so what's your charisma? I mean, your constitution modifier. Your con mod, is that +2 or +1? What's your con mod? Orca is +2. So roll 1d8 and see what number that gives you, and then add 2 to that, and that's how many hit points you can get back. I'm being really generous with you guys. No one else ever got to heal. Yeah, so you got 7 hit points back. Yeah. Yeah, you roll your 1 hit dice and you add your con. and wait, say it again. Yeah, right. Then you're just at max. Yeah, you're just at max. Yes. Mm-hmm. So okay, so as this happens, you begin to see the mirror. It's been about an hour, and you guys see the mirror kind of almost sort of flicker a little bit. You can still see the sword. You see the hammer, and the hammer begins to kind of turn a little bit over the pedestal. And it is now Thal's turn. This hammer is not dexterity. You got to do a strength with it. It's a two-handed strength weapon. So it's spinning. What do you want to do, Thal? You guys assess it. Yeah, you guys assess it. Y'all probably need to do something quick with it, or it might disappear. That's what it's looking like. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. So here. Okay. You're ready to get it. Okay. So now it's Sheila's turn. You're going to grab the hammer and swing at it? Okay. So you want to... this is... I guess I'll give you your proficiency with an improvised weapon. Go ahead and do your 20 total. Yeah, you smash it. When you hit this mirror and you... when you do this, you guys see that the glass falls away, and it's kind of like almost like a purple hue. You can actually see pretty. It's almost like there's a purple screen in front, and you can see that the glass is faded away, and you see this almost like a purple portal kind of floating in front of you there. You notice the pedestal behind you has nothing. As you look through this. Now that the glass has gone away and you see this kind of pink portal, you see you see the sword floating above the pedestal in the next room over, and it is now Alidra's turn. You saw the as she hit that with a hammer, the glass faded away, and you can see sort of a pink portal. You can see through the portal. You can see the pedestal with the sword on it. Okay, so you go in. Okay, yeah, there's enough movement for you to go into the portal. So as Alidra goes into the portal, you guys no longer see her. Adram, it's your turn. Alright, Adrian. Oh, no, sorry. Adrian's dead. Adrian's given up his good berry. Elenus, it's your turn. So, yeah. Alidra. Yeah. Yeah, you can't speak to... Alidra went right into the portal, and she kind of disappeared. Yeah, you didn't... Yeah, when she... she walked through the portal, but you don't see her on the other side. What you're able to see on the other side is you're able to see the pedestal and the sword. When she walked through the portal, she disappeared. No, remember when y'all first came to the temple, how it was kind of dark and you could sort of make out a pedestal? It's like that. It's like there's a pink hue, and you can make out the pedestal and you can make out the sword, but you really can't make out the rest of the room. Okay. As you shoot the rope through the portal, the rope forms like a real tight pull, like really, really tight. And as it does that, do you want to let go of the rope, or what do you want to do with the rope? You feel it tugging on you. Do you want to let go of it, or what do you want to do? You can either hold onto the rope or you can let go of it. There's definitely a pull on the rope. So you have two choices. You can let go of it Well, yeah, your options are either to hold the rope or yeah. So when that happens, you decide to hold onto the rope, and it yanks you through the portal, and you disappear. And it's now Orko's turn. No, she shot a rope through there, and it pulled on the rope, but she didn't let go. She held on and went and just yanked her through the portal. And now it's your turn. So there is no rope. She's gone. So Alidra and Elenis are through the... Yeah, so Orko charges through the portal. And yeah, and you no longer see Orko. Now it's Joe. It's your turn. Or Thal. Yes. Yeah, when the hammer hit that, it dissipated with the glass. The difference here is there's like a portal that formed. In the past, everything kind of jumped out of y'all and attacked you, but it didn't happen this time. Yeah. Alright, so... Yeah, previously you sort of stood defensively. So... But yeah, nothing came out. There's only 2 of you out of the room right now. Thal and Sheila. There's three of your party went through the portal. You're standing outside and Sheila's standing outside the portal. What's that? We don't metagame. Go ahead. I mean, what do you think? Yeah. So, do you want to hold your turn? Okay. See, yeah, you. Okay, give me a give me a perception check or an investigation check, whichever one you want. Okay, you can see very clearly that the pedestal looks like an accurate reflection of the pedestal behind you. You can see very clearly that this is that sword that you were sent after, has the storm, like the thunder carvings on the hilt and the handle of the sword, and you can see that very clearly. You can't really see anything else. Yeah, through the portal, you see that clearly, but you don't see your friends, but you see that very clearly. You can tell that the stone pedestal that you see in there is an accurate reflection of the one in the room you're in. Okay, so now it's Sheila, your turn. Sheila. Your turn. Yeah, he's still standing out there. If you want to try to do a shove action, yeah, do a strength shove. Do you want to contest it or let her push you in? If you want to contest it, roll your strength against her strength. All right, roll your strength against her strength. All right, what'd you get, man? Okay, so yeah, you push him through, he disappears. Yeah, and then you go through. Now let's go to the portal room. Welcome to the portal room. Okay, so this is so there's going to be some actions take place before some of you because so technically this action is happening right this second is all happening at the same time. So who was it that ran through first? It was Alidra, right? Now if I understand you right, your action that you were taking was you were going to run in and go straight to the pedestal. So you have run in, and you're at the pedestal, and you see the sword floating above the pedestal there. What do you want to do? As soon as you touch the sword, you guys see this kind of a, almost looks sort of like an elvish woman, but like undead, kind of floating in the air, and she's like, "Do not defile my family name," and she takes a strike at you, and does a 20 hit. Okay, you take. God, you were lucky. Wow, 5 points of necrotic damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Jeez. Y'all are so lucky that I can't roll for nothing. Yeah, you make it. But you did take, was it 5 points of necrotic damage? Yeah. Okay, so it is now Elenus, it's your turn. They're going to get one more. Yeah, they're going to get one more round before Joe and well, no, actually, no. Y'all basically came in, didn't you? No, you're right. Y'all all came in together. Okay, yeah, Elenus, it's your turn. Yeah, you're the one that shot the bow, right? Elenus? So what happened when you got pulled through, you just, you got pulled through the portal and you're prone on the ground, and, but you can stand up and move wherever you need to move. You see this ghostly thing floating now, and she just swiped at, Alidra. It looks to be kind of like a wood elf female, basically. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. Well, let me say something. Yeah, let me say something real quick. In this room, what I need you guys to do is I need you to give me your roll, what you rolled, and then tell me what your modifier is. So don't add it together. So what did you roll, Elenus? Okay, and what was your plus? Okay, so plus 18 plus 5 total. Okay, and that is a miss. So what's that? So that's total 18 plus 5 would be what? 23? Okay, so 23 misses. And it is now Orko's turn. Okay, and give me your roll of your dice and then tell me what your attack modifier is. You rolled a 2 plus what? Two plus 8? You mean you rolled an 8 or you rolled a 2? Okay, so you rolled a 5 plus 3, so the total is 8, right? Okay, so 5 plus 3, you hit. Wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, you hit. So roll your damage now. Okay, and you see as she. So you guys noticed when Elenus took what you guys would know to be a good swipe, a good strong attack. It did not affect it whatsoever. But when Orko made this haphazard toss, it struck it and it hit it and it reacted to it in pain. And it is now Thal's turn. Well, yeah, whatever you hit it with. Yeah, whatever you hit it with. Okay, Thal. Okay. Lander Stormwind, yeah. And she said, do not defile our family name. So she kind of ignores your pleas. Sheila, it's your turn. Sheila. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eight plus 4, you hit. So roll your damage. Okay, so you guys notice as Sheila goes up to take a swipe at this thing, y'all seen her fight, y'all seen her make some good hits and all that, but you notice that this kind of looks like a sort of a little bit of a sloppy hit, like it's not even that good, but she really, this ghost just really seemed to be hurt really bad by that hit. And it is now, okay, go ahead. What'd you get? A nat, yeah. So then as she goes to make, she rolled a nat 20, and she goes to what you guys all know to be one of the best blows that any of you could ever make, and it does nothing to this thing. So, yeah, and y'all can see her form. You know that this is like the best attack that you guys can possibly do, and it completely didn't even affect it. And now it's Elidra's turn. Okay, as soon as you touch the sword, hang on one second. She takes an attack at you, and 20. It's not a natural 20, but it's a 20 hit. I'm guessing so. Okay, and she does 3, 4, 6 points of bludgeoning damage to you. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw. So as soon as you touch that sword with your sword or whatever you did, she attacked you. And she said, "Do not defile my family name." Although she said it. Oh, okay. 16 plus 4. Okay, and that misses. Yeah, you do. Oh, yeah, then you make it. Okay, and now that was Alanis, right? Now it's Orca. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you said you went to attack the sword. You mean with your sword or with the sword that was on the pedestal? Oh, okay, yeah. So as soon as you touch the pedestal sword, that's what happened. She attacked you. So that ends your turn, and now it's Orko's turn. To give you a little bit of metagaming, as soon as you touch that sword, she got an opportunity of attack against you. So now it's Orc. I mean, to give you a little metagame there, Orko, it's your turn. The sword is still. Yeah. The sword didn't budge. No, the sword didn't. When you touched it, the sword didn't budge. It's almost like it's in stone or something. It's not in stone, but it didn't budge, and you got hit. Your hand is off the sword now. She knocked you away big time. And Orca, it's your turn. Yeah, go for it. We'll roll your attack. A 4 on your attack? Yeah, what's your yeah, you roll a d20. Okay. Then now you're doing an improv. Yeah, since you're. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that Okay. So now you want to roll your I guess it's a headbutt. So that'd be a D4, I guess. So roll a D4 plus your strength. You rolled a 4, and so okay, all right. So then, yeah, you walk up, and it to you it would be like one of the weakest attacks you could ever do. But yeah, you look like you hit her pretty hard. Okay, and now it is Thal's turn. Yep. Go for it. So yeah, 16. I mean, you guys would feel like he's making an awesome attack, and it looks good, but it does nothing. Completely misses her. And now it's Sheila's turn. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. An unarmed strike isn't it 1 point? You rolled a 12 on an unarmed strike. What's your? Yeah, no that. Yeah, then yeah, you land that blow. Yep, you got it. Okay. Let me add this up here and see where we're at. Okay, yeah, she's definitely not looking happy at all. All right, Sheila, it's your turn. Okay, yep. What? Well, what was your attack? What was your? Oh, eight total. 8 hits. Yeah. Actually, well, never mind. I'll tell you later. Go ahead. What'd you roll for your kick? Yeah, so the kick misses, but the first one hit. So, so it is okay. So that's the whole point of this. So you get your stuff out of dice jail. You get all those ones that give you the nat ones. Okay, Elenus, it's your turn. Yeah. Who got skipped? Alidra, it's your turn. You're right. Yeah. 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 Okay, go ahead. 12. Well, it's B plus strength. So 12. Yeah. Yeah. 16 misses. And now it's Elenus' turn. Oh, go ahead. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, you can do that. And go ahead, Elenus. At this point, y'all definitely recognize there's something funky going on in here. Yeah, go ahead. What'd you get? Did she pass out? Oh my gosh. It burns too. Yeah, you can do your attack. You got a natural 20. So you go and you try to you make what you think is like one of the strongest blows that you can possibly do that you've ever done, completely ineffective. And it is Elena's turn. Yeah, you saw that as soon as she touched the sword, the specter just hit her hard as soon as she touched it. Don't defile my family. As soon as she touched it. Right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, roll your attack. Okay, you make a shot that you feel like would be a really good shot, but you completely miss, and it is now Orko. It's your turn, and she's looking pretty bad. She's looking pretty not happy. I mean, y'all definitely made some nicks in her. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that hits. So roll your damage. You guys have all these weapons, and y'all keep slapping and headbutting. Like, what'd you bring weapons for? The fight isn't supposed to take this long. Yeah. What'd you roll? 3 plus what? Your strength? So what is it total? Okay, so yeah, so how do you, well, okay, so as you do that, you hit her, the strike you feel like would be a really weak strike, but she just, and she completely poofs she's gone. And you notice the hilt on the sword, where it has the carvings of thunder and lightning and things like that, it lights up. And the lightning on the hilt of the sword glows like like you can see the lightning kind of glow like a nice bright hue. You also notice that behind you, y'all haven't really been looking, but behind you is the portal that you came through. In this section, the portal you see, it's a mirror and it has carvings of lightning, and it looks very similar to the carvings that's on the sword. And so now the sword is glowing, and so is the frame of the mirror behind you. And it is now Thal's turn. She's gone. Yeah. When she slapped her, she's gone. And the sword lit up, and the mirror behind. Y'all haven't really been looking at that mirror, but y'all noticed that you noticed it because it lit up. It also has intricate like storm and lightning designs. No, you see a mirror. You don't see the portal. You see a mirror. Yeah. Okay, I need to know specifically what you're doing. What are you gonna do, Thal? Okay, as soon as he touches the sword, as soon as you see him touch the sword, you guys, all of you are, you realize that you're in the room that you started in, and you're all prone except for Thal, who is holding the hand of a beautiful looking wood elf woman. And she glances over to you, Thal. She goes, I'm Liana Stormwind. You saved me. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for rescuing me. And she's holding your hand. Where you grab the sword, you're now holding her hand. And that's what you see. And it is now, yeah, it's not, Thal, it's still your turn if you want to say anything. You're standing there holding her hand. She looks to be like a wood elf noblewoman. And she revealed that she is Liana Bright Stormwind. So you're assuming some relation to the lander Stormwind. So go ahead, Thal. You want to say anything or do anything? She thanked you for rescuing her. And you're holding her hand. And she says to you, I came, I love to study and learn. And she lets go of your hand, by the way. And she says, I love to study and learn, and I came to the temple, but I defiled the temple and I was held prisoner, and you saved me. If I'm sure if we go back, my husband will definitely reward you richly for rescuing me. By being in the temple. by being in the temple, yeah. She's like, I took a dump on the pedestal. She came in the temple and began to mess around in the temple, and then she was captured in the mirror. Sheila, it's your turn. Y'all can have a round to ask her a question if you want. And then she's going to take you back to so you have a round to ask her any question you want. So Sheila, it's your turn. Or attack her or whatever you want to do. Okay. Sheila's like smiling at her. Yeah. Alidra? Yeah, this all happened. This all happened instantly. He grabbed the sword, and as soon as he did, you guys are on the floor. You're in the room you started in. All the mirrors are smashed. And he's standing there holding the hand of a wood elf woman who said she's Liana Stormwind. And she's thanking you guys for rescuing her. Yeah, you don't see anything aggressive against you. Lots of smashed mirrors around, but yeah, you don't see anything attacking you. Yeah. If you had the lucky feat, you no longer have that feat. Okay. All right. So, Elenis, you want to ask her anything or say anything before y'all go back to the castle? Oh, it's been many years. 5 years ago, I think. I'm not sure about a sword. I'm not sure what you're speaking of. And she looks at you kind of puzzled. She's like, you attacked me? You attacked me? I don't. And she seems confused by you talking to her about how you attacked her, but she says, Nonetheless, you are my heroes. You rescued me. Yes, yes, I very much so would love to see my husband again. And Orko, it's your turn. Yeah, Orko's like, yeah, ixnay on the on the headbutts and all the things we did to her body and all that. Just, that's amongst us. What happened in the mirror stays in the mirror. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, asking. What's that? The what? Her? Oh, we'll finish the game and then I'll tell you whatever you want to know metagaming wise. Okay, so yeah, so now everyone's agreed to go back to take her back, right? Okay, so as yeah, so as you go back, you're greeted. So you're at the table where you were before, and as soon as you walk in, you guys see Fernando, and he goes, "Oh, excellent! I knew you were the right ones. I noticed that your party is a little bit smaller than it was when you started, but that was to be expected." And as she does that, you guys see this strong-looking nobleman. He looks very majestic, and he kind of steps in the room, and you hear Liliana. She goes, "Lander!" And she screams out, and he screams out, "Liana!" And they both have tears in their eyes, and they run at each other and embrace each other, and they're just, tears are just coming down his eyes and her eyes, and they're just, y'all can tell that they haven't seen each other in a long time. And Fernando is, he's just so excited. He's like, excellent, excellent, excellent. And he snaps his finger for the servant. And you see this little skinny servant guy kind of come out with a platter. And on the platter, y'all see some scrolls. And you see some sacks, like little, you assess those to be money bags. And he comes to you and he says, excellent, excellent job. And he approaches Thal. And he says, "You, sir, are well deserved of this pardon and your gold." And he hands you your pardon and your gold. And if you want to ask him anything, you can, or say anything. So he hands you your pardon and your gold, Thal. Or you didn't want the gold, did you? He says, he starts to hand you the gold, and he says, "Now," yeah, he says, "Now, did you want this, or do you want me to give it to the orphanage?" And he kind of wrapped. Okay, and he takes a sack and he counts out 5 gold, and he takes the remaining of it, and he kind of pulls his shirt open a little bit and sort of slides it down into his chest area, and he goes now, and he handed your he gave you your pardon, you have that, and he walks over to Sheila and he says, "Excellent, excellent work, my dear." And he hands you your pardon, and he hands you a sack of 500 gold. And he goes, I take that as a compliment. And he... And then when you say that, he says, it's like, "Please, you flatter me with your silver tongue." and he goes over to Elidra. Was that Sheila or Elidra that I was talking to? Okay, he goes over to Elidra and he says, "For a job well done, here's your pardon and here's your gold." Okay, and so he says, "Oh, of course, this will get to your family," and he puts it in his he kind of pulls his shirt back, and it's a little bit full from the gold that the monkey given him, and he puts it in his shirt. It's kind of full of gold now, and he walks over to Elena's. He goes over to Elena's. Wait, what's that? Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of, he's actually he's proud of. Yeah, pretty much at this point. And he goes over to Atlantis and when he does, you can see him kind of adjusting what would kind of be like where a bra would need to be now. And he goes to Elenis and he says, "Here's your pardon and here's your gold." And he looks at you and he says, "Ah," and he looks at you and says, "Ah, you knew what you needed to know when you needed to know it. I rescued you from your heinous crimes from the prison cell, so it is what it is." Yeah. I'm sure that you guys are completely innocent. And he rolls his eyes, and he goes over to Orko, and he hands Orko a pardon and 500 gold. And he hands you the pardon, and he takes the gold, and he puts it in his shirt. Now it looks like he kind of has like 3 boobs now. and he says, so with that, everybody gets one more action if you want to do it. Anything you want to do, foul. It's one more action. If you take your things, you leave. One more thing before the one more action. And then, okay. All right. So you follow him. Okay, Sheila, what do you do? All right. Sheila heads on. Alidra, what do you do? Okay. And Alenus. Yeah. Alenus, what do you do? Like a bar. Yeah, going to the. So you guys can go head off to the bar together. And Orko, what do you do? Okay, so roll a let's see, what would that be? Well, just roll a straight D20 and let me know what it is. Okay, so as you go, you pull on it and you get a good pull on it, but it's not quite hard enough, and it's kind of a little bit of an awkward situation, like you're standing there and you're pulling on he's on his MC Hammer pants, and he looks at you and he goes, my dear, you have but to ask." And he pulls his pants off and he hands it to you, and you see that he's wearing almost like it's sort of like the shape of a heart, but it's like this thong. It's kind of real lacy, and it doesn't quite hold everything. It doesn't keep everything hidden exactly. and he hands you the pants. He saw that you were trying to grab them, and he's like, "You had but to ask," and he hands them to you. And he walks off again with his feet held together, and he kind of walks really tight, so his butt cheeks kind of sway back and forth as he walks in the other room. And so real quick, just to see what Joe wants to do. You notice, because you said you followed him, you pretty much find that he takes this gold and everything and just puts it in his room. So you see that. Anything you want to just be upset about that, or what? You just notice that. Nobody. Yeah. Okay, so I'll say this. I'll say you were stalking him outside his window. His windows is shut, and you can see that he kind of put the gold in his own locker. And so what do you want to do? You want to try to break in, or what do you want to do? Okay, roll a stealth check. Okay, so as you go and you mess with the window, he awakens and he screams. He goes, guards, 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 and like a bunch of guards descend on you and they drag you off. And whatever happens to you, that can be up to you. But yeah, you definitely got busted. And okay, so that's the end of the module there. And so yeah, Joe, yeah, yeah, you can decide what happens. So let me run. If you guys have any questions about the module, something you wanted to know, I guess I can share with you a little bit about it. If when you got in the room with the Spectre, if you couldn't tell, your dice rolls were reversed. So if you rolled a nat 1, that would have been a crit 20. If you rolled a 20, so forth and that. So that's kind of that's the main thing of the whole point of this module was I wanted to have something where people that always roll ones, they're complaining, all I ever do is roll a 1, they get to shine. So that was the heart behind the module. So let me go and we'll just kind of go on our order here, and let me know if there's anything you enjoyed about it. So, Joe, did you enjoy anything about the module? Dying a lot? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah. Well, I do run, we do mostly one shot. Yeah, we do mostly one shots in the group, and we have a thing called Pixie Grove. And this is loosely, yeah, it's loosely attached to Pixie Grove. Yeah, it's, so Sheila, or Sarah, how did you, oh, let's see. So Sarah, you never played the level 1 version of this. You played the you did play the level 1 version, didn't you? Oh, you did? Okay. So anything you enjoyed about this one? Obviously the creatures were different. Yeah, they were basic. Yeah. Well, they were all instead of a fire elemental, it was a fire. They're all lesser versions of themselves, basically. Yeah. But anything you enjoyed about this one? Like the lower levels make it a little more scary to be alive, kind of thing. Oh, I know what I asked you, because if you played it with me before, you notice on this one I had it to where something happened every time they came out, like everybody took damage. Yeah, I changed that from before. Because believe it or not, guys, I played it one time and I had a group complain that nobody died. They were like, nobody died. I'm like, okay, well, I'll make it harder. Fine, I'll make it harder then, If y'all didn't have the good... Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, and the people that played that game, what they don't realize is they had a cleric. And the cleric kept saving their butt. The cleric didn't fight. The cleric just became a heal. And I was thinking that. I was like, you guys are thinking it's easy, but you're not giving any credit to the reason why you're alive. But anyway, anything else you wanted to share, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to get in all that thing. Yeah. 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 Mm. Alidra, did you enjoy anything? Oh, sorry. Uh, oh, good job. You did good. it. Yeah, my understanding. Did you find the combat to move a little bit quicker, or some of the like? That's what most of the time when I get people that play 3.5, they seem to say that all the elements of it moved quicker, like the attacks and figuring, saving throws and all that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, yeah. I like this module for somebody who's new because yeah, because it's a lot of fighting. This is a good module for people who kind of like to fight and not have a whole lot of puzzle. There's not really puzzles to figure out really that bad. Elena's, or Lisa? Oh, Lisa, yeah. How'd you enjoy it? Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. A pre-made, yeah. Hmm. It, you, if you like the role playing side of it more, you'd like probably any of the Pixie Grove ones that we do, and then the one I do called Cottage in the Woods is really fun for role playing because it's not a lot of battle. It's almost no fighting. And that if you ever see it come up, say Cottage in the Woods, that would be a good one if you like a lot of role playing. Oh God, no. I'm working on that one. I gotta finish. I gotta sell some houses. Look, I'm telling you, here's the thing. I gotta get about 20 grand, and when I have that, I know, I know if I can get them to close. But yeah, the gnome one is really good. The gnome is actually a continuation of Pixie Grove. So yeah, that will say that the gnome sweet gnome one, y'all are gonna love that because there's a twist on that I know, especially Sarah. Um, that's gonna be like your favorite. That I know. Yeah. So Orko, how did you did great, or when it's like your first time ever playing, you did fine. Yeah, you did fine, and yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. she's saying she tried to she's trying to tone down. No, I was gonna no, it's fine. I understood you fine, and yeah, if you uh then uh you might really like our the one that we do that's the straight Pixie Grove. That's a really good one to learn to kind of learn D&D on. But no, you did fine. And we were laughing about you being a paladin. We weren't laughing at you. I was laughing at myself for forgetting. Yeah, we forgot. Yeah, you said it, and I was like, we're all sitting there. What are we gonna do? Everyone's dying. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, we got a paladin right here. but but Yeah. No, in my regular D&D and Adventure League, I play a paladin as my main character. And so I love paladins. Okay, so that's any other final comments or anything? We kind of went over, but I really appreciate you guys. It's a really good group, and it's nice to meet some of our new people that came in with us. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, we appreciate you guys in the group, and keep an eye out, and you'll see we post games, and when we do, jump in, and I think it's funny because when I hear people talk about their D&D groups, it's like our channel, we don't have any of those problems. So I don't know. It's just weird. It's like, I don't know. We've just been blessed. We got good people, and we just don't have the kind of issues that other people seem to talk about. So yeah, no, I don't think everybody seems fine. I don't know. We just really don't run into that. I don't know. Maybe it's just us. I don't know. Maybe it's just the DM is awesome. Don't laugh so hard, guys. Hey, I got all the names right tonight, though, didn't I? Yeah.